In the realms of philosophy, certain figures shine not just as thinkers, but as guides to the human spirit, illuminating the mysteries of existence. Among these stands Søren Kierkegaard, a Danish philosopher whose insights cut through the superficiality of conventional thought, beckoning us to delve deeply into the profound truths of our lives. Born in Copenhagen in 1813, Kierkegaard's journey into philosophical and theological inquiry was shaped by his father's reflective and pensive nature. Yet, even as he engaged in rigorous academic studies, he grew disenchanted with the detachment he perceived in historical and philosophical writings. For Kierkegaard, philosophy had to be more than intellectual. It had to speak to the soul, to the lived experience of being human. One of Kierkegaard's most compelling contributions is his exploration of angst, or existential anxiety. His seminal work, The Concept of Anxiety, delves into this enigmatic human condition, providing not only a philosophical framework, but also a spiritual lens through which we can view the trials of existence. Angst, as Kierkegaard presents it, is not a clinical condition, but a profound encounter with the vastness of freedom. Kierkegaard's concept of angst is a response to the inherent uncertainty of life. Unlike clinical anxiety, which might stem from identifiable fears or stressors, existential angst emerges from the boundless possibilities of being. Imagine standing on the edge of a towering cliff, gazing into the expanse below. The vertigo you feel is not just fear of falling, but also an awareness of the freedom to jump. This dizziness of freedom, as Kierkegaard describes it, is the essence of angst, a simultaneous recognition of infinite potential and the weight of responsibility that accompanies it. From the moment we draw our first breath, we step into a world brimming with uncertainty, where nothing is promised. Each choice we make shapes a unique path from infinite possibilities, yet every step is shrouded in doubt. Kierkegaard reminds us that this uncertainty, this angst, is not a flaw to be feared, but a profound testament to the depth of our consciousness. It is a sacred call, urging us to pause and confront the profound mysteries of existence, of life, death, and the divine. In today's fast-paced world, we are often tempted to silence this unease, distracting ourselves with endless scrolling, fleeting entertainment, or quick escapes. But Kierkegaard's wisdom challenges us to resist this numbing pull and instead embrace angst as a divine encounter. By leaning into this discomfort, we awaken to the possibility of profound transformation, a chance to discover meaning in the very heart of our vulnerability. Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom, Kierkegaard writes, encapsulating the profound paradox at the heart of human existence. Freedom, while exhilarating, is also a heavy burden, as every choice we make etches itself into the fabric of our reality, even though its consequences remain unseen. This is the essence of angst, the struggle between our deep desire for certainty and the inescapable truth of life's unpredictability. Consider a young artist standing before a blank canvas. The vast white expanse represents infinite possibilities. With every brushstroke, she commits to one vision, foreclosing countless others. This act of creation mirrors the choices we face in life. Whether choosing a career, a partner, or a philosophy to live by, we are constantly painting on the canvas of our existence. Kierkegaard's perspective resonates with spiritual traditions that honor the sanctity of choice. In the Christian faith, the concept of free will reflects humanity's God-given ability to choose. Yet, with this freedom comes the responsibility to align our choices with our deeper values and truths. Kierkegaard's call is not merely to choose, but to choose authentically, to act in alignment with our most profound convictions, even when certainty eludes us. Though angst may feel overwhelming, Kierkegaard saw it as more than a source of discomfort. It is a gateway to profound personal growth and self-realization. To navigate this inner complexity, he offered the concept of passion. For Kierkegaard, passion is not mere fleeting emotion, but a deep and abiding commitment to what resonates with our innermost being. Through passionate engagement, we move beyond the paralysis of anxiety, finding purpose and meaning in our lives. Think of a musician who dedicates his life to composing symphonies. His passion is not a distraction from angst, but a response to it. Each note he writes, each melody he crafts, is an affirmation of his subjective truth, a truth that resonates deeply within his soul. For Kierkegaard, this kind of passion is the antidote to despair. It transforms the paralysis of anxiety into a dynamic force for creation and fulfillment. Passion does not have to be grand or dramatic. It often reveals itself in quiet, intentional acts. It could be nurturing a garden, guiding a child's growth, or championing a cause close to your heart. What matters is that these pursuits are deeply authentic, reflecting what Kierkegaard called subjective truth. Unlike universal, objective truths, subjective truths arise from the depths of our unique experiences and perspectives, offering a profoundly personal compass by which to navigate life. The crucial thing is to find a passion that is true for you, to find the idea for which you are willing to live and die. In embracing such passion, you honor this truth, transforming angst into a life lived with intention and grace. At the core of Kierkegaard's philosophy lies the leap of faith, a powerful metaphor for embracing the uncertainties of life with courage and trust. This leap is not a rejection of reason, but an act of profound commitment, a choice to anchor ourselves in what we hold most sacred, even when clarity is beyond reach. It is the bold decision to live in alignment with our subjective truths, navigating the unknown with integrity and resolve. Think of a mountain climber ascending a steep and treacherous peak. Each step requires faith, not in the absence of danger, but in his ability to navigate it. The leap of faith is similar. It asks us to trust in the authenticity of our choices and the validity of our passions, even when external validation is lacking. For Kierkegaard, this leap was deeply theological, rooted in faith in God. Yet its essence transcends religious boundaries. Whether one places their faith in a higher power, in the transformative power of love, or in the relentless pursuit of knowledge, the leap symbolizes a willingness to live with purpose and authenticity. It is an invitation to step beyond fear and doubt, embracing life's ambiguity as the fertile ground where meaning is born. Anxiety, with its gripping hold on our thoughts and emotions, can feel overwhelming, paralyzing our decisions, clouding our judgment, and draining our motivation. It casts a shadow over our lives, tempting us toward inaction and avoidance. Yet Kierkegaard warned that surrendering to this paralysis only deepens our despair, fragmenting our experience of existence and distancing us from life's fullness. For Kierkegaard, anxiety is not merely an affliction, but a profound call to growth. It is a signal of the self's awakening, a reminder of our capacity to choose and to create meaning. He argued that the development of the self is inextricably tied to our willingness to confront this anxiety. By facing the uncertainty of existence head-on and daring to take leaps of faith, we unlock the potential for true self-realization. It is through this courageous embrace of life's ambiguity that we transcend stagnation, discovering purpose and connection amid the unknown. In a world that prizes comfort, conformity, and distraction, Kierkegaard's teachings ring out as a resounding wake-up call. He cautions against the peril of losing ourselves to societal expectations or numbing our anxieties with endless diversions. True self-realization, he insists, requires the courage to step away from the crowd and embrace genuine introspection. Consider the parable of a man who spends his days collecting shiny pebbles along the shore. These pebbles, while momentarily pleasing, symbolize the superficial pursuits and distractions that occupy much of life. Though they glimmer in the sunlight, they fail to touch the deeper questions of existence. Kierkegaard challenges us to abandon these fleeting pursuits and instead plunge into the ocean of self-discovery, where the treasures of authenticity and purpose await. This journey is not for the faint of heart. It demands courage to face the discomfort of life's uncertainties and to wrestle with profound truths about ourselves and our place in the world. Yet, in this confrontation lies the promise of transformation, the chance to transcend the ordinary and unearth a life rich with meaning, depth, and authenticity. To cultivate authenticity, Kierkegaard emphasizes the importance of solitude and self-reflection. In the stillness of solitude, we gain clarity about our desires, fears, and motivations. It is here that we can confront our anxieties, not as enemies to be vanquished, but as teachers guiding us toward deeper understanding. In spiritual traditions across the world, solitude is revered as a sacred practice. Buddhist monks retreat to monasteries. Christian mystics seek silence in contemplation. Indigenous shamans enter the wilderness. These practices mirror Kierkegaard's call for introspection, reminding us that the answers we seek often lie within. As we reflect on Kierkegaard's wisdom, let us remember that the path to a meaningful life is not paved with certainties, but with courage, authenticity, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. We must recognize that life will never be entirely stable or devoid of fear, but by taking leaps of faith into what holds personal meaning and purpose, we can lead more fulfilled and authentic lives. As Kierkegaard describes it, the crucial thing is to find a truth which is truth for me, to find the idea for which I am willing to live and die. May we all find our truths and have the courage to live them fully, embracing the angst of existence as both a challenge and a gift. If you are still here, I express my gratitude. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't.